That story coming up. Now, the growing community anger at tax exemptions for religious groups. Politicians and many taxpayers say the concessions are unfair and want the organisations to pay up.
Why should I pay tax and they don't?
Pensioner Trevor Bone thinks of this block of land northwest of Brisbane as his patch of God's country. But he has to pay his rates. The neighbouring church on its lush 62 acres doesn't.
I think it's wrong that they should get something for nothing.
If you own property, you need to be paying rates, bills, like everybody else, because if not, it's not fair.
Julie Power lives in the shadow of an $8 million gold-trimmed temple, a temple blessed with tax cuts.
They need to start paying taxes like every other business.
You mightn't go to church to donate the collection plate, but we're all giving them money, and in ways you'd never imagine.
In terms of tax concessions, there are figures from between $2 or $3 billion up to $20 billion.
From the cathedral to concert sermons to the cereal aisle, religious organisations are cashing in to the tune of billions of dollars, and they're not paying tax.
110 years ago, a few Australians started a little business.
That little business, Sanitarium, is one of our best known.
You've probably heard of them. Their name?
But did you know this Aussie staple is owned by the Seventh-day Adventist Church? Its big profits, and it made more than $300 million last year, are tax-free.
It's Australia's favourite breakfast. Weet-Bix is #1.
As much as I love my Weet-Bix, I don't think eating Weet-Bix is a religious experience.
Senator Nick Xenophon lost faith when Scientology was granted tax exemption. It's one of an estimated 17,000 religious organisations across Australia out of reach of the tax ban.
There ought to be some stricter guidelines in terms of a public benefit test.
Take the mega-rich, mega-church Hillsong. It made more than $55 million a year tax-free. Then there's the Mormon Church. Conservative estimates suggest it's collecting close to $1 billion in tax-free money each year.
I think it's just too in your face. And if it's going to be broadcasting how much money you got, do the right thing, pay the bills to go with it.
The list of exemptions is long. Company tax, land tax, GST payroll tax, even fringe benefits.
This is the result of ancient law that was first created under the reign of Elizabeth I in 1601.
Dr. Max Wallace has spent years arguing the antiquated law is unfair.
They can have money in the bank, they can have shareholding, they can have trust accounts, all those kinds of passive income generating structures, and they can also get involved in commercial businesses, and all of that activity will be tax exempt.
The religious organisations, including Sanitarium, argue the tax break helps with charity work, but trying to find out exactly how much money is being spent where is very difficult. And now the federal government wants to abolish the only independent watchdog even attempting to keep track.
Of an organisation called the Victorian Spiritualist Union, and their website states that they promote the afterlife, clairvoyance, reincarnation, healing, astrology, and anything that will bring us a wider and better understanding of life. Now that's just their personal belief, but all Australian taxpayers are subsidising that.
Everybody else has got to pay tax. I'm 73 years old, and the taxation department is still trying to make me pay tax.
And we approached the Mormon Church for comment on that story, but they declined.